Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Today is Tuesday, Nkwo Market News Update. You plan to detain me indefinitely. I did no wrong against your government. Kanu cries out that I supporters to watch and pray and to regularly check on his facilities at DSS dungeon. Now, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Kanu, who is currently being detained illegally at the DSS hell, has called on the Chineke, his supporters, to watch and pray. Of course, he said Tinubu plans to detain him indefinitely for doing nothing wrong against his government. Kanu made a statement when his legal team visited him at DSS hell in Abuja. Yes, in the statement Kanu released, he strongly believes that the federal government appeal against the judgment of the Court of Appeal which discharged him and prohibited his further trial and detention will not be heard because the federal government intends to illegally detain him indefinitely. Unyendu said, where is it in the world? He asked, where is it in the world? Has it ever happened that the court discharged a person, ordered for his unconditional release, prohibited his further detention and trial, yet that person is still being held in solitary confinement? Yes. So whether the appeal is heard today or not, the truth remains unchanging. Unyendu has not committed any offense known to law. If he had, the federal government would not be afraid of prosecuting their own case. That is the statement. Of course, the statement went further to state that Unyendu has called on his supporters. They should read Psalm 82 daily, because God has truly shown that Unyendu is not guilty of any offense, nor has he committed any offense known to law. All right. So the legal team visited Kanu, and that is it. So they should do their job very well. We appreciate their visit, and if they will continue to do their job and stop bickering, we will certainly appreciate that, because all the things we are doing is for Kanu to come out of detention facility. That is the job of everyone, both the legal team that has been hired and are being paid for that. So they should do their job very well. So the legal team, they are saying, look, that the intention of the federal government is for people to revolt, so that their lawless and untrained security agents will invade Biafra land and massacre and abduct innocent people. But Kanu have said, look, Chineke should restrain themselves and continue to be law-abiding. And of course, they have continued to be law-abiding. The civil disobedience that has been employed is for Kanu to be released. And it is no crime. It's no crime. All right. Unyendu said, look, that the federal government of Nigeria is punishing him for committing no crime. And he directed that people should be visiting him, particularly the legal team should be coming for inspection with a magistrate in line with the provisions of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act of 2015. Yes, because the state of the cell, according to Unyendu, is worrisome. The air conditioner, the AC unit in that cell is an espionage AC with gadgets hidden inside it. You have seen it, with gadgets hidden inside it. So this is largely responsible for the ear problem Unyendu is presently experiencing, which is further worsened by the beatings and severe torture he was subjected to in Kenya before his extraordinary rendition to Nigeria. You have seen it now. So Unyendu said, look, that he wishes to respectfully draw the attention of the Lord Justices of the Supreme Court to the provisions of Supreme Court Practice Directions 2013 Criminal Appeals, which is intended to eliminate unnecessary delay in the hearing of criminal appeals. That is it. because it is clear that it is the same people who are responsible for the insecurity in the Southeast that are doing everything within their powers to ensure that the appeal is not heard expeditiously. Those who are destroying the Southeast zone, bringing troops, that the same people, stalling the hearing. That is it. Yes, so the intention of the federal government is for people to do what? To default, so that they will commit more genocide and atrocity in Biafra land. Now, if it is not so, they should release Mazi Kanu now. That is it. If it is not that they have hidden agenda, first, to detain Mazi Kanu indefinitely, and because they want to come to the Southeast to commit genocide, atrocities, they would have released him. Government of Tinubu should know that Mazi Kanu committed no offense. We have seen this government as people who are civilized. That's what we have seen them. But from the foregoing, it seems they are not. Because you cannot compare the likes of the Tinubus and that of the header. Yes, so there are a level of differences there. You will understand that this set of persons from the southern Nigeria, they have the level of exposure, they have level of education than those from the north. And since 2015 till 2023, when the jihadists handed over to Tinubu, you understand that over 80% of the cabinet members and those who are ruling the ruling class in Nigeria are Fulanis. And so we assume that, they are headers, they are nomads. But this time around, we have seen people who said, they're educated people. From the southwest, they had domiciled everywhere. The inspector of police is a Yoruba man, a Botoko. The chief of army staff is a Yoruba man, Tori Labaja, and so many of them in this cabinet, they are Yorubas. The think tanks of this government, they are Yorubas. So, and we expect them that they are people who reason very well, and they're educated, they're exposed, and they're supposed to know what the law says. They should not lead Nigeria into a pit or ditch. Yes, and that is what we are seeing now. It's about to happen. So they should retrace their steps. Release Mazi Kanu now, as the court of competent judicial have declared. Any attempt to detain him indefinitely will surely boomerang. And Nigeria will find it very hot. It will not be, rosy for anybody. Even the rich, the poor will suffer it. So let us be very careful and moderate and obey the law of the land. That is the most important thing here. The laws of the land. We all have agreed that this is the constitution, no matter how fraudulent it is, and said, look, as it stands, this is what we are using. And this constitution have provided the courts, and they have given them the powers. And when the court makes statements that are not favorable to government, they will not obey it. Then what then do you want? You are inviting crisis. It's an open route to chaos. Direct invitation to anarchy. And when it comes, you begin to shout, insecurity, crisis. You, government, you caused it. You brought it upon the people. And that is what we're saying. So it's avoidable. Now, release Mazi Kanu. The plans to detain him indefinitely will surely have adverse consequences, and which will be regrettable.